Hi there. Today we'll be looking at how we can use Scan-to-CAD to convert Matterport floor plans into editable and usable vector CAD files. So let's open up the sample file that we can download from the Matterport website. Let's just open it up here. You can actually download this from the page where they explain how they create floor plans using Matterport. So if you cycle through the tabs here, you can see that it's just a raster PDF, no vector objects here. So let's go ahead and open it up. Usually when we're working with a vector PDF, it's much easier to convert, but let's see what we can do with this. If you zoom in here, you can see that some of the edges and some of the text are a little pixelated. That's not ideal, but certainly workable. It's not too bad. So let's zoom out to see the full picture. Let's click on clean image here on the upper left. And then let's click on threshold to turn the image black and white. Now if we zoom in on the text here, you can see that some of them are a little thin. As much as possible, we want to make the lines visible. The more visible it is, the clearer it is, the better the conversion process is going to go. So we're just going to go ahead and increase the threshold level here, just so that some of the lines start to become more visible. We don't want to set it too high or they get a little bit too thick, and we don't want that. I think somewhere around 225, 226 would be good. So I'm going to also click smooth for good measure here, just to smoothen out some of the more pixelated edges. Now I'm going to click on OK to finalize the changes. And after we've turned it black and white, you can click on Convert Raster Image here. In this case, I think we want to stick to technical and architectural, but we also have some text here that we want to convert. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Vectorize in OCR instead of just Vectorize. So as you can see, an OCR tab popped up here, so let's go ahead and click on that. I want to set the maximum character size based on the largest text object here in the image. So I'm going to click on Select from Image. I think the largest would be, technically the largest would be this, but I don't think we want to convert that into editable text because that's technically a logo. So I think they kind of all have the same font size. So we can just go ahead and zoom in on any of the words here and just click and drag to set the maximum character size here. We also have some vertical text, so I'm going to go ahead and click on vertical here. We want to run the process to see what we can tweak. So we're going to click on Run here to generate a preview here in the window to the left. This is usually the part of the process that might take a while, depending on how complicated the image is. As you can see, it didn't turn out the way that we might have wanted it to. The text objects were converted pretty well. If you click on Highlight Vectors, you can see that the pink objects, which represents text, are converted. Pink also represents arcs, and you can see that the door swings were converted pretty evenly here. If you go on both, you can see that the problem is Scan-to-CAD considered these solid walls as a single line, a really thick line. So what we can do to remedy that is click on Object Identification, set the raster line width to 1, because right now it's at 14 pixels. That means that it's going to go 14 pixels away from the edge. So we make it 1 so that it's right up to the edge of these walls. And let's click on Run. And let's see if this fixes the problem here. Yeah, it's at 1 right now. Okay. Pretty much did. So if you zoom out and then go to the Vector tab. Oh, by the way, clicking this makes the vectors color just so that it's easier to see. But by default, they're black. You don't have to worry about exporting red and magenta lines. If you go in the Both tab, while this is clicked, you can see the converted vector lines over the original raster. So that's a really neat feature. So, okay, that's looking quite good. I'm going to click on OK here. And then the last step is just to click on Export on the upper right. Choose the file format you want to use. By default, it's DXF, but you can also choose DWG or G-code here. So I'm just going to stick with DXF. Then we can name it whatever we want. I'm just going to name mine Floorplan Converted, and click on Save. A couple of last minute settings here that you can tweak depending on your needs, but the default is usually okay. I'm just going to click on OK. And there you go. So that's the basic process. Scan2CAD can also handle different kinds of vector images as well, not just raster ones, but if you have raster images that you're having a hard time converting into usable CAD files, then Scan2CAD is a perfect software for you.